how's it going, guys? I'm Ray, and welcome back to my Sims 4 channel. Today we are doing yet another renovation, but this one is actually done in Copperdale. And now I don't know what this lot is. Hang on, I'm gonna look. It appears to say Town Square Terrace, I think. I don't remember what the name is, and I've said this before, but I actually watch these speed builds back on a smaller screen than you guys are seeing it right now, and obviously, I'm a glasses wearer, so I can't really read that 100%. I hope I'm right, but you get the picture. It's something like that. So we are doing a renovation today here in Copperdale. First of all, I would like to say that my dog has joined me for this one. She is always in the room with me when I do these speed builds, but she is on my lap right now because it is almost bedtime and she's getting really fussy. I feel so bad because it's past her bedtime and she's sitting up with mommy while she does the commentary for her channel. So I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of noise. She makes a lot of noise. Oh my goodness. She makes a lot of mouth noises specifically. She licks my hand all the time and she likes to boop the microphone. Which makes my microphone arm do this weird reverb thing, but it is so cute that I'm not gonna make her stop. It's adorable. But so yeah, we're in Copperdale today, which is the world that comes with the high school years pack, I believe. And I just really like this lot, to be honest. And I thought it needed a little bit of a makeover just because it had so much potential to be bigger than it was. Now, to be fair, it is a starter home. Well, it was. I like renovating these homes and turning them into just something beautiful, but I don't really build them with the intention of keeping it as a starter home. So it's not that anymore, but it's pretty. So we've pretty much done the exterior now. I keep a lot of the main shape of this home because I really liked it, and I basically just give it a revamp. I really wanted to keep the original green that this house was, but the reason I didn't keep it is because unfortunately it doesn't come in a swatch that doesn't have the white already on the sides, on the corners. So I wanted to put the get together pillar that I always put on the edges of all of my builds, and it looked really wonk, so I decided to just color it a different color. So we gave the bottom level a little bit of brick and the top level is still a green. I don't like the green quite as much, but it's okay. It still looks good, I think. I wanted to keep a lot of green in this home. So I kind of had the idea that maybe this house was a rental, and so that's why I ended up using a lot of color in the items and not so much on the walls. So the walls are all plain white except for, I kind of broke this rule. I did add some accent walls in the upstairs rooms. Real quick, maybe I should tell you the story behind this house. So first of all, I think that this is going to be a rental unit, but the people that are living in here, the tenants, it's a single mom raising a daughter. Yes, hello, editing Ray here. I forgot to mention the most important thing about this family, and that is the fact that they have a cat named Lemon. I can't believe that I forgot to mention that. And the reason I had this thought was because I literally just did a build that was for a single dad raising a daughter, but this one is a single mom and she's raising a teenager, not a child. So that was sort of the idea. And I thought the mom was maybe like an interior decorator, or she's like studying to be an interior decorator or something like that a little later in life. Like maybe she got divorced from her husband and now she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on me and raising my daughter. I'm gonna do a career that I've always wanted to do and never had the chance to until now. So that was kind of my thought process behind that. As for the teenage daughter, I think that she's kind of coming into her own sense of style. So basically her room is super pink. Both bedrooms end up being pink, and that was by accident. The first room, the teens room, was on purpose, and then the mom's room, it just happened that way. I liked the color scheme. I usually go off of a curtain or a bed, and I think I went off of a bed this time, and it turned out pink. So what are you gonna do? Pink's my favorite color. I love implementing it. But I think this teen is very much developing her own sense of style. So her room is pink, but you'll notice that she has some really cool knickknacks around the house, and she also has this not around the house, in her room. And she also has this really cool bedspread that is light blue and pink with skulls on it. So I think she's becoming a lot more interested in more alternative styles and just discovering herself in that way, where maybe she was more traditional in her appearance before. So she's just experimenting with those sorts of things. So maybe she'll eventually become goth or scene or something like that, or maybe she's going to be all of the above. I kind of dig when people combine elements from all of those things together to make their own unique sense of style. I do that a little bit. I would say that I'm definitely more goth, but I do take other elements and kind of mash them all together just to create my own sense of style. So I guess I did a little bit of self-inserting again. But when I was a teen, I really wasn't goth. I really didn't dabble in the alternative styles. I did when I was a preteen, but then I just kind of like suppressed my own individuality for a long time. And especially as I was an adult, I just kind of, I don't know. I think it came from like being shy and like I didn't want to express myself because I thought that would draw more attention, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to stay hidden and keep eyes off of me. I didn't want to draw more attention to myself, so I didn't really dress the way that I wanted to. But, you know, that's a story for another day. But anyway, that's just kind of what I was thinking about that kid. I actually really, really, really like this kitchen. I thought it turned out super beautiful. This color scheme reminds me of mint chocolate chip ice cream, which just happens to be one of my favorite flavors. Please let me know down in the comments below what your favorite flavor of ice cream is. I am super curious, but I really, really liked it. This is one of my favorite kitchens that I've done in a while. I don't think I've had a favorite since my Little Simsy Shell Challenge, where I did the like goth farmhouse, and that was like, I still think that's my best kitchen that I've ever done. But this is a close second. I really, really liked it. And it looks very lived in. I usually do things super matchy-matchy, and this is matchy-matchy, but I liked that I added that little step stool so they could like reach the shelves up on the wall. But I made that red because in real life, I want to interrupt myself real quick. This is super dangerous. Don't do this in real life. I put all of these, so I wanted to use these appliances, but these counters have like a back to them and the appliance did not. The oven was like flat. And so I just stacked a bunch of things and like propped them up on the wall behind it to kind of disguise the fact that it didn't have that as well. So that's super dangerous. Don't do that in real life. All of those things could catch fire. TBH, I totally forgot what I was talking about before that. So I am so sorry. I'm super hyper today. I'm just getting that out there. I was super hyper in the other video that I recorded just an hour ago. So just the caffeine, it was really hitting me tonight. My coffee really jazzed me up, which it doesn't typically do. I'm pretty immune to caffeine at this point, unfortunately, unless I get it from a coffee shop and then it's like, that is like super boosted caffeine. But we are on to the teens room now, and I love it. It's really, really pretty. I did a lot of blue and pink because I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid/teen, I had my room blue and pink. I think that's a very common color scheme. My goodness. I am so sorry, you guys. The traffic around here is it's straight up awful, and it's so noisy, and I just can't do anything about it. I wish I could. It's so bad. I apologize. But anyway, we're working on her room, and it's just a really cute color scheme. I did this kind of interesting thing where I gave her a closet. It just has a few items in there that you can't actually access. I don't think it's just for show. I just wanted to put a curtain behind an archway to make it look like you could just move the curtains to go into your closet. Fudge-a-maruski, what in the world? And the color scheme really came together the moment I saw this bedspread. My jaw dropped at that swatch. Can we get like, I want that bed, that swatch in like every color combo imaginable. Like, I want a black version of that so bad. It would have went in my dream home build, absolutely 100%, but it just didn't work with that color combo. But in real life, I think I would have that color combo. I don't know. I'm so weird about colors. Like, one day I'll love a certain color combo, the next day I'll want something new. I'm just all over the place, you guys. But I am going to talk to you guys about some things that have happened to me IRL, because this has been bugging me the entire week. Mostly just because I really wanted to talk to you guys about it. It's nothing special. It's just some funny stuff that happened to me. So I wrote it down. I write down anything that happens in my life so I can talk about it during these speed builds. I don't know if that's weird, but I do it anyway. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is 2 days ago, I actually got woken up by construction. Next door, my neighbors were doing construction on their roof at 6 o'clock in the morning. So that was fun. I don't normally get woken up by Posey anymore, my dog. She just turned 9 last March. So she used to wake me up, and now I kind of have to wake her up. But she woke me up and I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? What's the problem? And that's when I knew that the construction was going on. It was awful. So I took Posey outside to go waltzy. That's my cute little way and classy way of saying that she needs to go pee. You know, it doesn't really matter if it's a classier way of saying that if I'm just going to say pee anyway. Is that like a bad YouTube word? Can I say pee on YouTube? Is that all right? I don't know. I'm going to say it anyway. So I took my dog outside and I walked out into my driveway and was greeted by about 5 construction workers, men, standing in my driveway. My driveway, not my neighbor's driveway, my driveway. So that was cool when I stumbled out of bed wearing my Dead Inside t-shirt with a skeleton on it, my hair looking like matted in the back. And because my hair gets crazy when I wake up in the morning because I tend to pull the covers over my head to block out any light. So that was awesome. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, they ended up parking their vehicles in my driveway, which was super sweet. Love that. So on this day, my grandmother was supposed to come and pick me up because we had a date at Chick-fil-A. We had agreed that we wanted to go to Chick-fil-A. My grandmother had seen the commercial for the chicken strips that just came out, and she was like, I am so in the mood for some good chicken. We're going to go to Chick-fil-A. So she was supposed to come, and they worked all day long. Let me tell you, whoever my neighbor hired, they did good work because they came super early and they stayed all day until that job was done. So it wasn't good for me because it was constant noise and constant frustration, but I was okay with it because it's like, you know what? That's really cool that they got the job done so quickly. Oh, but real quick, I want to interrupt myself. We will get back to this story in just a bit, but I wanted to talk about this beautiful laundry unit that I made. How cool is this? I worked so hard to make this work. I used the Dream Home Decorator shelves and stacked them on top of each other, and I had to knock down so much of the wall to get them to work because they kept wanting to snap to all of the walls, but it was so worth it. How cute is that? I've never been so proud of anything else in a build. I love it. I think it looks awesome. But anyway, back to my story. So these workers did a great job, but my neighbor, I don't like that he's like, oh yeah, sure, just park in my neighbor's driveway because my grandmother needed to get in and she couldn't. So I had to walk around my house the long way to go meet my grandmother across the street from me. And at my house, we have 2 separate crosswalks that you have to use. So in order to cross the street, I had to do one crosswalk, and then I had to cross another crosswalk just to get to my grandmother's car. And which, that's kind of ridiculous considering people were parked in my driveway. I had to do this because somebody was using my driveway. So I know this sounds so silly, but I have a lot of anxiety, and so I was so nervous using the crosswalk by myself. I don't know why. I've used crosswalks before. They're not a big deal. I don't know why I was so intimidated by it, but for whatever reason, just the idea of doing it alone, I was like, ugh, like I don't know if I'm gonna do it right. And I know, like, you just press a button and you go when it says the walk sign is on the crosswalk. It's simple, but I was like, yes, I am such a big girl today. I crossed 2 crosswalks. Actually, that's a lie. I might have jaywalked on the second one. Don't tell anybody, because I was like, it was taking so long and the road was completely clear and it wasn't putting the walk sign on the crosswalk. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna run across and we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. So my grandma and I, we went to Chick-fil-A and we had the chicken strips. I got the chicken strips meal, and which is a drink and fries, and I shared my fries with my grandmother because for some reason she didn't get the fries. I don't know why. She should have, but I shared those with her. And then I went back up and ordered an iced coffee because I like to try iced coffees wherever they're available. It's just something that I like to do. I love coffee, especially iced coffee, so it's just like a little fun thing for me. But their iced coffee was really good. I enjoyed it. So I had a lovely little lunch date with my grandmama, which you guys love to hear about. It's been so nice because I get a lot of comments that you guys really like to hear my stories about her and I's relationship, which I think is so sweet, and it just like warms my heart because if you guys like it, I will share every story that I can. We have a lot of fun together. So that was something that happened this week to me. What else has happened this week? Oh, well, for one, I have a little bit of a thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I have been wanting to try to sign up for the EA Creator Network, but there is a big issue standing in my way. So I went to fill out the application because my friend Whitney is part of the EA Creator Network. I want to keep calling it Game Changers, but that's what it used to be called. But she's part of that, and she said that I could put her down as a reference, as a referral. So I went to do that. Oh, does that feel good? I'm scratching my dog's neck, and apparently she likes it a lot. But anyway, I went to sign up and fill in this form, and the problem is you have to connect at least one of your social medias in a certain way, and I keep trying to go connect my YouTube channel, and it comes up. But it comes up under the name that it used to be. So it doesn't come up as RaellySims. It comes up as my channel's old name before I changed it and started uploading videos here. And I don't know if that's because my channel is just like relatively, the name is relatively new. Maybe if I give it a little bit of time, it'll show up as its actual name. But I would really like to sign up for the EA Creator Network because I think it'd be really cool to get early access or just access codes in general to the new packs and things like that, because I would love to be able to share those with you guys and, you know, release videos as soon as they come out, because like 2 new kits just came out recently and I didn't get those. Maybe I'll buy the Bistro one eventually, I'm not sure yet, but I didn't get them and I probably won't do any videos on them, but I would if I had codes. Then you can bet your bottom dollar that I would. So I don't know, I will update you guys on that situation, but we are just about done. I have done a very poor job at talking about this build today. I don't know why I am so hyper, but you know what? I'm fine with it because that means I'm not struggling to get through the commentary. I love doing these videos, but these commentaries come out to be about 10 to 15 minutes longer than the actual speed build because I just trip over my words so much and just don't make any sense. So I have to cut out a lot, but I don't think I'm gonna have to cut out that much today because I've just been nonstop yapping. So I don't know if I should apologize or say you're welcome. Because apparently you guys like to listen to me chat throughout these videos. I can only imagine that I am being very annoying right now, but if you guys like it, then that's pretty great because, you know, it's easy for me to just get carried away. But we are on the screenshots now, you guys, so thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy today's build. If you did, please be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to be notified of when I upload a new video. But until then, I hope you all are having a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Bye, guys!